position for 18 years. Oh, hey, we got amplification. Yeah.
The white zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. There is no parking in the red zone.
They gave me amplification, and that was their first mistake. I don't have this at home, which is good, because I just walk around the house all day just going, in a world where one man must take out the garbage. Honey, stop that. In a world where one man is in trouble with his spouse, Tobias the Adequate in sleeping on the couch again. It could come in handy, especially if you live in an apartment, somebody's upstairs playing noise. We're like,
This is the police. Turn off the Limp Biscuit and come out with your hands up. You tried so hard and went so far, but in the end...
I know, right? Oh, y'all are already a fantastic crowd. So, yeah, how many people have seen the magic show? I'm just curious. Yeah, Woo is texting for, I'd raise my hand, but I got something in it. And how many people were foolish enough to watch me do whatever the heck it was I did at the Laughing Jackalope last night? And yet you came here. What is up with that? Yeah. Hi. All right. Are we good? We got this one? Oh, yeah. Got to find the capo here. This is also an excellent opportunity to do something that I like to do because I like my audience, and that is tune my instruments. You're welcome. We tune because we like you. Because I have to be careful with these. These are there's a creature known as the tuner cobra. It's a mythological creature that eats tuners, spare strings, and guitar picks. The tuner cobra. 3 days from now, you're going to be driving around somewhere and you're going to laugh. Okay. What about you? You up? This is good, actually. It's a good thing. All right. The goal here is to try and get the show to happen on time or close enough. And we're shooting for close enough at this point, I think. Because, yeah, started 4 minutes ago. All right. That's good. Actually, for Furry Con, that's pretty good, really. All right. Hi. Let's do a thing. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. So I get off stage on time. This is for me. Because I have way too much fun doing this show. Are we on? Is this one on? Good. All right. That is on? I keep being distracted by the fact that there's a monitor right here. And I look like that? Who's this fat idiot and what the heck is he doing on my stage? All right. Yeah. Possums in a trench coat come to tea. They sit right at a table like you and me. Do they want another biscuit? Better give them the whole package, because they're not really a guy. They're 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat go to town. They got themselves an Uber, couldn't flag it down. The driver didn't stop, no, he just kept on going, because he didn't want to drive 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat see a show. Do you give them just one seat or the entire front row? Do the possums in the middle just peek out through the buttons? Man, I got so many questions for 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat on a date. Got there 20 minutes early, couldn't stand to be late. Everything turned out to go much better than expected, cause their date turned out to be 6 possums in a caftan. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. 6 possums in a caftan. I wrote that for this con. I found out I was booked to perform at Texas Furry Fiesta. I thought I'd better write something appropriate. And it's actually inspired by my friend Cameron, who will eventually see this. Hi, Cameron! Because Cameron told me that they were, in fact, 3 possums in a trench coat. It's about that tall. And I thought if 3 possums in a trench coat was funny, 6 possums in a trench coat was frickin' hilarious. And so what prompts someone to take what was a post-punk ska reggae song, an ode to narcissism, and turn it into a cute song about 12 possums who find love? I've been writing songs my entire life. I am Tobias the Adequate. Some of you know me from the magic show. Some of you have seen me at Renaissance festivals. Some of you saw my dubiously inspired 20-minute stand-up set last night. And I've been making stuff up my entire life. When we're young, we do this. You'll see kids just out there just tootling around, and they just make up songs. That's not the actual words, by the way. But what happens is when we get older, it kind of gets conditioned out of us. Don't do that. Be quiet. You shouldn't be making noise all the time. For me, that never turned off. It just went inside. It's internal. And so I make up these songs all the bloody time. And when I heard my friends say that they were 3 possums in a trench coat, the first thing that happened in my head is, possums in a trench coat. And so I was like, well, now I got to write that song. I've been writing songs all my life, and when I tell people that I'm a magician, most of the time the first thing I say is, oh, really? What instrument do you play? I had to learn one in self-defense. And so that's how this all began. I am a Ren Fair guy. Are there some Ren Fair people out there? People that go to Ren? Yeah. You'll notice that the Venn diagram for like fur fandom, gaming, computers, internet, Renaissance is one big oval, really. So this song is based on a conversation that I've had, and I'm sure you've all had more than once. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? He's 4 foot taller, and he's got browner sandy hair. And he has a hat and tankard, and he wears these great big boots. And he wanders around in a loincloth or one of them doublet suits. Stands out in the crowd. You'd know him. You'd know him if you saw him. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? His unique individual, no one else can compare. For he always sings or juggles as he goes about the town. And he always has a great big sword that ought to narrow it down. Distinctive. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. Don't recall if it's pickles, pretzels, or if it's popcorn that he sells. You can hear him come from a mile away on account that he wears bells. Like a sleigh full of reindeer. What goes jingle, bang, jingle? A Morris dance team in a minefield. You got that joke, you're big nerds. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? He's the coolest guy in all the world, I truly do declare. If you saw my friend in person, then you know of whom I speak. For he dresses like a pirate, now isn't that unique? Pirate with pointy ears. Elf pirate. And gossamer wings. Fairy elf pirate. And kilt. Scottish fairy elf pirate. And horns. Demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. And a foxtail. Nobody knows why. Do you know my friend from fair? I think I saw him over there. His name is Wolf or Hawk or Raven, or I think it might be Bear. How do you make friends at a Renaissance festival? Stand in the middle of an open field and shout animal names until somebody you like comes along. Now, we've never met in person, but I'm sure he'll be along. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about you. I guess I'll end this song. There we go. I'm going to do something I didn't do last time, and I'm going to drink some water now. Hail, hydrate! Empty one glass and two more shall take its place. I am among my people. Massive nerds. Do drink water, especially here in Texas, because if you don't drink water, you freaking die. Don't die. It's overrated. It is water. I only drink water up here on stage. Tequila has another effect entirely. And then it's not a family-friendly show. I actually don't drink very much because my world is surreal enough as it stands. Look at what I'm doing now. All right, so talking about just making up random songs, I am still getting used to the fact there's a camera right there and a monitor. I'm looking at you. Don't you flash that red light at me.
Someone's picking up.
That's right. I was puttering around in my day job because, shockingly enough, playing songs about possums in a trench coat does not pay the bills. I know, right? I was puttering around in my day job, and I was going through the list of things I got to do. I got to do this, do that, do that, do this, do that. And then we'll steal their socks. What? And then we'll steal their socks. Now I got to write a song. So this prompted me to write this next song, which is an airship steampunk sock-stealing pirate sea shanty in the traditional mode. I'll change over to the other instrument here. It is not the silliest song I've ever written, but it's darn close. I lead with possums because, well, you know, if you don't know what it's like by then, you have no idea what you're getting into. There we go. I had the tuner thingy on. When you tune, it turns off the amp. You're welcome. Now this one starts in A minor, which it's a real piratey sound, doesn't it? Arr. A major is more like ee. Arr. Ee. Arr, ee, arr, ee. That's not the song. Okay, hold on. Come listen to me tale, me hearties, heed well to me call. We'll launch our ships and stealthily we'll fly over the wall. We'll land as soft as feathers and we'll deftly pick their locks. We'll pounce upon our prey, me boys, and then we'll steal their socks. Sock pirates, and dirigibles, the sky be where we roam. Just looking for a decent pair without a holy toe. Sock pirates of the air, me boys, the clouds be where we roam. We'd all turn out as sailors if we just could make our own. The city watch, they know our ship, each one does know our names. They stalk down us poor sailors, and upon us heap their shame. We'll ransack every port in town for hosiery we adore. 'Tis not so much a fetish, more a way of keeping score. Sock pirates and pirates and dirigibles, the sky be where we roam. Just looking for a decent pair without a holy toe. Sock pirates in the sky, me boys, the clouds be where we roam. We'd all turn on as sailors if we just could make our own. We almost had our fill, me lads, but we made one stop more. Accosted a fair maiden coming out of the yarn store. This plucky lass, she was quite brave, she did not flinch a bit. She glared us down defiantly and taught us how to knit. Wow, that ain't hard. Sock pirates of the sky no more, no longer do we roam. We've all turned on as sailors who know how to turn a toe. Sock pirates of the clouds no more, we've settled down at home. We've all turned on as sailors now that we can make our own. Yar. Why the heck am I crouching? I know why I'm crouching. I'll tell you this is the God's honest truth. I was a sea dog in the Northern California Renaissance Pleasure Fair up in Marin County, California for 8 years, and I played a character named Tobias Anchor. And to play Tobias Anchor, what I had to do was fork this out, lose about 6 inches of height, gain 200 pounds, and drop 73 IQ points. So I start getting pirated, start getting lower to the ground. I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of crossover. We are all multidisciplinary geeks. So I'll give you this one now. This one is keeping in that steampunk theme. No socks were harmed in the making of this song. Well, I got me an ornithopter, baby, but it's missing a few gears. I said I got me an ornithopter, baby, but it's missing a few gears. I'm gonna get that sucker flying, but it just might take a couple years. I got me an army ship, mama, but the rigging's kinda torn. I say I got me an army surplus airship, mama, but the rigging's kinda torn. I've been looking for parts for it, but it was manufactured years before I was born. I got them low budget, underfunded steampunk blues. I'd have an army of fanatical minions, mama, but I can't afford their union dues. It's hard to take over the world, baby, when you can barely afford your own shoes. Bridge. Broken bridge. I got them low budget, underfunded steampunk blues. It's hard to take over the world, mama, when you can barely afford to read the news. I'd have an army of mechanical crabs, but I can't afford the licensing fees to the external combustion orchestra. I like how y'all got the external combustion orchestra reference. I am truly among my people. Speaking of being among my people, I'm gonna do a quick sound check, quick check here. That's all right. That's a cheap one. That's okay. That's the inexpensive one. There we go. I bought this one specifically so it would survive the Renaissance Festival. Quick check here. Look, Taro Gar! Let's just get the whole for the horde thing out of the way at once. 1, 2, 3. For the horde! All right, I'm among my people. Now, I do game some, but I am a filthy, filthy, filthy casual. I play Hearthstone, which is fun, and I don't spend any money on it. But for those of you who do play World of Warcraft, and it's made a comeback because they've reissued some stuff. Once upon a time, a long time ago, back in the midst of the internet, there was a place called Furry Muck, and I had a character on there named Roon, R-O-O-N, big shaggy lion. And apparently somebody on the Blizzard development team hung out there because there's a character, an NPC called Roon Wildmane. So if you've ever gotten a quest from Roon Wildmane, sorry. Yeah, I know. Not enough. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, this instrument is made on a bet. It is a cigar box guitar, 4 strings, made by my friend Michael Van Slyke of Archangel Arts in Austin, Texas. I had the box that looked like a book. And I said, hey, Michael, do you think you can make an instrument out of this? And he looked at me. If you want to know what Michael Van Slyke looks like? Tuok from Stargate. And he said, challenge accepted. And he made this. It's tuned to an open G, by the way, so that's G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's kind of like prosthetic talent, which is perfect for a strum and pray guy like me. This song, if you've ever played any massively multiplayer online role-playing game, you've probably run into this. She played for the Lions too. Ah! I was grinding in Pandaria. I took a little risk. Send clerics, orcs, and mana. Guildmaster, get me out of this. Help! An innocent bystander got caught up in their quest. Now I'm being chased by these maniacs, so get me out of this mess. Get me out of this mess. I'm hiding by my Hearthstone. All my dots are in the bin. Send clerics, orcs, and mana. Those stupid psych was on me in. Send clerics, orcs, and mana. Roleplay, what a great idea. Oh, I'm dead. Send clerics, orcs, and mana. I respawned and I'm dead again. What the heck's going on here? Send clerics, orcs, and mana. What ho, good travel? I'm dead again! Why are you camping me? Send clerics, orcs, and mana. Leroy! Send clerics, orcs, and mana. Well, if you're laughing when you quit, that's not rage quitting, right? Yeah, good game. I'm gonna go play chess. That's it. Thank you. All right, so I have got, by my clock, about 8 minutes, and I noticed I went over last time. I'm trying to be good about this. You guys good if I do 2 songs or 1 song?
Yes.
1.5 songs, okay.
Go over your time. Be wild and free.
Well, let's see. I can do, let's see. Back in the booth, we good for 2 songs? Should be about like 10 minutes. That will put us like 2 minutes over, which is when I started. We copacetic with that? All right. I see 2 blurs in the background, which I'm assuming are thumbs. All right, then let's do this. I will change instruments one more time before we get to the big rockin' finale. I have a big rockin' finale. I've already told the lights guy that when we do the big rockin' finale, go bonkers with the lights. He did last time, and I barely found my way off the stage. Okay. This is a song written by my friend Krigley Finch of the Rattlin' Ratlines out in the Bay Area. It is a seafaring song. Let me take another drink of water here. I may turn Irish during this song. This is not intentional, it just happens. Ty fiddly dee fuddle ra la la means I was drunk when I wrote this and cannot read my own handwriting. Okay, this one. Is that coming up? Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog. And the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love our grog. The captain was the toughest man to ever sail the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, 'twas a nasty French disease. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, the captain finally met his match, old France she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till we find the captain's log. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we searched down in the scuppers and we searched up in the nests. For a time we kept our spirits high with witty words and jests. But soon a gloom enveloped us, thick as a pea soup fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Though the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we looked in the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which he wrote each day's events as written the history. But no matter where we searched inside that vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So the many logs that we did find, they all did look the same. But we never once found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. I love watching the reaction of the audience as the penny drops. There's an awful lot of this. So I got to talk to you guys for a minute. I am 52 years old. That's, statistically speaking, one of the oldest people in this building today. And when I was growing up, I wanted to make music, and I wanted to publish books, and I wanted to make movies. And we could do it, but it was really expensive, really hard. And now we have these things we carry around with us, and you can do an amazing amount of stuff with this. This is ridiculously ubiquitous technology. So I've been making movies, and I've been doing videos, and I have a podcast, and I have a book that I published, and I'm still not famous. So rather than complain more than I just did in the intro, I decided to harness all this stuff and make a song. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, 'cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? I went on the internet. Find out how to be famous on the internet. Porn. Page 2, porn. Page 3, porn. Page 7, 8, 9, porn. Finally got, 18 pages later, got to the non-porn section. Play a game. Wear a hat. Put on some makeup. Show us your cat. It's all so easy. Who can blame us? 'Cause everybody wants to be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, 'cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? It's all so easy. Don't take no skills. Somehow the ad views pay all your bills. Remember Andy Warhol, what he did proclaim was, in 15 minutes we'll all be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, 'cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? Key change! We all wanna be internet famous. We all want to get... Sometimes I get so caught up, I just don't even care. We all wanna be internet famous. We wanna make damn internet bucks. We wanna drown in all that exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. We all wanna be internet famous. That's why we rat and rail and we make such a fuss. We all wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not us? The timer just stopped. You folks have been startlingly kind. I have enjoyed this so much. Hit me up at theadequate.com or Tobias the Adequate on Facebook. The Troubadour site will come into being as soon as I can remember how to make one of those. I'll be out there selling some stuff in a little while. You guys have been fantastic. I have been Tobias the Adequate. Thank you for encouraging my behavior.